She be having the latest on you.
The biggest, the largest. The latest with Lauren LaRosa.
Sometimes she have facts, sometimes she have details, sometimes she have a little bit of everything.
What was the latest?
On The Breakfast Club.
Talk to me.
So today is the last day of testimony in Diddy's trial. Both the prosecutors and the defense are set to rest their case today. People have been asking the whole time, will Diddy take the stand? Diddy will not take the stand because the defense, Diddy's legal team, does not plan to call any witnesses to the stand.
Is that a good thing or bad thing? Because I know you be reaching out sometimes. The fact that they don't have a witness to put on the stand, is that them feeling like we don't have it, or is it them like, the prosecution didn't do its job, we got this?
From what I was told, it is a good theory to believe that the defense feels as though they don't have anything to prove because the prosecution has not done a good job of proving what they're alleging was done.
I think the prosecution put together a compelling case, especially in the beginning. I just don't know if jurors will look at Diddy as a criminal or just a violent freak. But who knows?
See, but that's the conversation. Right now, people are having the conversation of, was this just bedroom policing, or were, the crimes that they're alleging he committed, something that he came together or thought of in his mind and executed in this like mass enterprise takeover, the way that this whole thing has been presented.
I mean, even if it's bedroom policing, there was definitely some police brutality that was going on. Some of it was...
because what can he say? He know these escorts did come. They did have sex with Cassie.
Yes, they did, and he took it and rubbed it on his nipple.
So they did come, right? And they did, have sex with Cassie, right? Because she said it. But how do you fight that? Do you say I wasn't paying for that and it just happened?
There's also audio of like voice notes. Like they played a voice note in court of Diddy saying that he wanted to fly in one of the escorts. But what the defense is going to lean on
I didn't fly you in for sex. I just flew you
your
into
time
cuddle.
And your to be in the vibes of everything. And
right.
if in that time that you're here, we as consensual adults choose to get into whatever sexual activity that is so separate than what you were brought here for. So that's, I'm sure, what they're going to lean on, and that's what's being reported, and that's what, again, I've been told that all these theories that people are sourcing are not bad theories to believe in how they're going to go. And the reason why people are beginning to talk theory is because once the closing arguments come, that's all you have left to do is like now you're trying to drive home what your theory is, like what you want the jurors to remember last.
So if they both rest today, when will they be? When will a juror get it?
The defense not resting today.
Yeah, she said they might probably
potentially they can rest today because they're not presenting any witnesses. What they're going to do is, and what they have been doing is they've entered in different evidence. So like for instance, there's been like additional freak off videos shown. They're going to do text messages. Yesterday in court they were playing audio recordings. And what they're trying to show is everything was consensual.
So will the closing remarks be today or probably tomorrow? No.
The closing remarks, depending on where the defense gets today, right? So if the defense rests today, they'll have to figure out that scheduling. But if they don't rest today, they'll have Wednesday, and then closing remarks will be Thursday with the prosecution and the defense. But if they close today, like if they rest today, yes, closing remarks will then start.
So Diddy might be out for 4th of July, or he might be in jail for 4th of July.
What are you talking about?
I don't even move like that I know.
You said it would happen before 4th of July.
But you still have to let the jury deliberate. Then there's a verdict. Like there's
but you said it has to happen. The judge wants it to happen before 4th of July.
He wants it to. But if there's more time needed, you have to give the jury what they need. And also, there's still steps after the jury says guilty, not guilty. There's different. You gotta go. There's like processes of things before he just is like, "Hey, I'm here."
Envy trying to throw a party for this nigga.
Yeah, what you gotta want?
Yeah, wait to DJ. You act like you had Lauren on the stand just now. Like you was the defense.
You
like,
said you took a deposit. Did you take a deposit or something?
No, I'm not no damn Ciroc boy.
I do. Yes, you are.
Anymore.
And you better stop lying.
I said anymore.
I feel like the Diddy trial is going to end in a hung jury. If not a hung jury, I don't see him getting convicted on all counts. But don't listen to me.
I don't think he'll get convicted. I think it's going to be. I don't think he'll get convicted
at all.
It's
not going to be not guilty. I don't believe that. I definitely don't believe that.
I think so.
No.
I think so.
No.
You're trying to put some money on it?
Hung jury or he won't get convicted on all counts, but it ain't going to be not guilty.
I think hung jury
all
not
across
guilty.
the board. No way.
I think the biggest thing is like for the jurors is
What's
like
the Punisher? According to the testimony.
The biggest thing.
Yo, this is such an unserious place for it to be.
Did you see the other guy talking that talk? The other guy was talking crazy. He was talking spicy.
Even crazier than the Punisher?
What? He was talking crazy. He was like,
Was that the Annihilator? Who is it?
I don't know what his name is, but he was like, my meat 3 times the size of Puffy's meat.
You saw the interview you saw that on the interview?
Never mind.
Biggie.
Yes, we did not.
I know you did.
You're right.
I know you be tuned in.
I did.
I know you. So I know what interview you talk about. But okay. So I think the biggest thing here is like a lot of people feel like this isn't the case that they thought it would be. I think people expected to hear just a lot more. Like I mean, the stuff that you heard was egregious and it was crazy. But I think people just I don't know. They expected to hear more.
Oh, I disagree. I heard a lot. You both.
Yeah, it was a lot.
I disagree.
Yeah. You must have forgot that fast, man. You don't remember the first couple of days and all the things that came out?
Actually, the first 2 weeks.
I know of the
crazy.
things, but for some reason, people are still feeling like, yo, the government wasted our time, our money. And TMZ is actually reporting that they have it from a good source, and I've told that this is not a bad theory to lean into either, that in the closing arguments, the defense might even bring up the fact that the HSI agents, the Homeland Security investigators that have been on the stand, that was one of the last witnesses, actually. They wasted their time when HSI, Homeland Security, should be worried about, the current possible war and things like that. Yes.
Like, why you here when there's a war going on?
Here's the thing. We don't even know what was on them tapes that they found, though.
We didn't get to see anything.
Exactly. So how can we say that was a waste of time? Once again,
the jurors know, though.
Yeah, the jurors know. I think the prosecution put together a compelling case. Like I said, especially in the beginning. I just don't know if jurors will look at him as a criminal or just, a violent father freak.
Yeah.
But who knows?
Well, this is you spoke to Rolling Stone, Charlemagne, and it came out yesterday.
Damn.
Oh, I thought you meant
Yo, that segue was
That
crazy.
sound like
I
a
said,
damn.
whoa.
That sound like one of the victims. That sound like that sound like one of them damn victims. You spoke to Rolling Stone.
No, I did a feature. I did a feature with Rolling Stone.
You did a
That
feature
segue was
with Rolling
horrible.
Stone, and the reason why I brought it up now is because the feature is about you being able to say what you want to say.
Well, the feature is about a lot of different things. They was
things.
just talking about my career and the businesses that I have now, and they were asking me some cultural things that are happening now.
Yes. They did ask about whether Diddy
His involvement with Diddy.
not the involvement, but more so in the vein of him being able to say how he feels and be truthful about things, which is what his career has been based on. They talked to him about whether the theory that this whole Diddy thing is just a whole big conspiracy to take down a wealthy black man. And I thought you made a really good point of like that conspiracy is there because we have seen black men be taken down, but we got to separate accountability in certain situations from black men who've actually been targeted by the government for certain things.
Yeah, I mean, of course, we know things like COINTELPRO exists. We know what J. Edgar Hoover's whole motives was. We know that conspiracy is rooted in something real, but some people just got bad habits. You know what I mean? Like, y'all ain't the Black Panthers. Y'all not the Nation of Islam. You're not Martin Luther King Jr. Like, no, you just got bad habits and you like baby oil and pink cocaine.
Yeah.
And semen on your nipple.
And semen on your nipples. Seriously. Some people just got bad habits. This ain't got nothing to do with no conspiracy theory. Because everybody always wants to say something is a shakedown. If you don't give them nothing to shake, they can't shake nothing.
Yeah.
It was a good article. Make sure y'all check that out in Rolling Stone, the feature. Yeah, it was really good. It wasn't just about Diddy either. You talked about Kai Cenat and the streamers and just how things have changed
Why
over
you leave
time.
with that? You should have led with that
Because we were talking about Diddy, and I thought his take is not.
Man,
I thought his take was really good because ain't nobody gonna say that out loud.
That
But
was a good
Charlemagne,
segue. Great. All right.
Yo, this nigga Charlemagne is funny, yo. He is funny.
and you just never know.
But yes, go check it out in Rolling Stone magazine right now. I think it's on digital now, but the print will be out in a couple of weeks, I think.
All right. Well, that is the latest with Lauren.
I gotta show y'all something off air, yo. This man Charlemagne is crazy. Yo.
All right. When we come back, we got the People's Choice mix. And got to remind you guys, I got 2 car shows going down. One in July in Virginia, the 757. And, of course, one in New York, New Jersey in August 16th. So get your tickets if you haven't got them as of yet. We're going to have a lot of fun. Family
When is
fun
the
day.
one in Virginia?
That is July 19th.
Oh, okay. That's what's up.
And then the other one in New York is August 16th. All right. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
You're checking out The Breakfast Club.
Rocket Mortgage is lowering